What's up guys, Solo Reno here, gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to win your first BR. Now, as we take a look at the map, and do not go in the middle of the circle. Going in the middle of the circle is bad, do not land there. If you're new, go to the corners of the map. Do not land at Greasy or Tomato. So, right now we're gonna land on blue. Up at the shack, top left. And okay, so as soon as this game starts, it's gonna be about 10 seconds, we'll jump into that. Landing, a lot of people like to land Salty Springs, a lot of people like to land Retail, Tomato Town. You land at those places, you're gonna fight a bunch of teams. It's not gonna be a good experience, you're just gonna get owned. Just get used to the game, land away from everyone. More than likely, you're gonna fight one or two people when you land here, but there are times where you don't fight anybody. Because we do have to stretch the map, more likely there will be no one there when we land. So, we're just gonna float out a little bit, and then we're gonna pop our umbrella. Pop it now, just kind of float over, get the feel for it. Excuse me. Alright, so right now we're just floating over. We can see no one's floating by us, which is great. That's where we're going to pop our chute, right where I marked in blue. Just to ensure, you always want to be a brick away from where you are landing. If you're anywhere closer, you're going to be too late to the jump. If you're anywhere farther, you're going to be, too late. So, you need to land. Brought an umbrella length away. See how we did. Because the umbrella takes a certain amount of time to fall down. So, you want to be falling to your destination, not on top of your destination. Alright. It looks like we got a perfect jump here. We're going to go in here, check this out. Get some ammo. Try to land on this tricky tire. I typically like to go on top of the box and on the tire. It's easier to get up there. We're not going to pop our shield right away. We're going to check this truck, make sure no one landed here. There is a chest inside, we're going to get it. Get all this good stuff. Throw the bush out. Don't use the bush. Once again, if you're new, don't use the bush. Get used to shooting, building, and all that stuff. And then use the bush, because the bush takes away vision. It's harder to shoot. It's for more experienced players. But then again, experienced players don't really use the bush. Here's a nice little trick. Put stairs there. You can build up right to the roof. You don't have to break the wall open. You don't have to build the stairs, break the wall. Go all the way around, then loot the chest. Just boom, you're there. Alright, there's nothing else in here. We're going to move on. Typically, I like to go in this rotation on the map. Keep the ocean side to my left. Check this brick building. There could be someone close. More likely not, because we landed so far away, but you never know. It could be looted. If it is looted, more likely he is close by. Okay, so it is looted. He didn't take the gray SMG. That is a gray silenced SMG. He didn't loot by the police car, so he probably didn't go this way. But we will take that ammo. And we're going to keep rotating. Not a lot of action going this way, but it's safe. All you're doing this is to win the game. You're not in it to get a million kills. You're in to win it. So, check this area, make sure no one's coming up this hill. Looks like we're good. As we can see on top of the building, that chest is looted, so it means this whole place should be looted. There could be someone close. We're going to build up as if there is a player close. Check this corner. No one there. Alright. And keep going. So it looks like that player came this way. we see a shield pot, which tells us this place is not looted, unless they just missed it horribly. There's a chest, shield pots. Okay, so this isn't looted. So the player didn't come this way. He looted the brick building and he looted the house that we passed. So he probably went to the house, then went up the hill to the brick building, and immediately took a left away from where we were at. He could have saw us, but man, the tire gets a little tricky. He could have saw us and just avoided us. That's fine. Thinking about backtracking my steps here to try to find that guy. We're gonna loot this house first. I do run double AR. I do not run burst. I just run M4s. Do the little trick here. Okay, once again, no chest. Bummer. Stuck with all gray weapons. What guns do I get when I do this rotation? I don't know. This is the worst so far with all great guns. A lot of times I get a sniper or a scar. I always seem to get shields, so not lacking on that. If you do this rotation, try not to, I know you're gonna be new, but try not to just stay in that bush. If you just stay in a bush and you play the game really, really slow, you're not going to get to all these buildings. More than likely, someone's going to sneak up on you or see you from a distance and snipe you. Don't do that. Keep the rotation. Try to stay active, running around, jumping. Make it real hard for someone to shoot. Have your building materials already selected, like mine's already on wood. Okay, so we see a guy up here. He's in a bush. So that way you can easily put up a wall. Alright, so he broke down the tree. He's just farming wood. More than likely, this guy avoided us earlier. This is why we backtrack, because we want to clear him out. Make sure he's not flanking us. SVO 1. Unfortunate for him. Good for us. More than likely, he looted those 2 buildings. He farmed a bunch of trees. He probably got this hut up here. And that's all he did. He didn't have his awareness. Because we landed at the top, we looted all these areas. We basically knew someone was around to look around for someone. That gave us the advantage. So he looted this house. So there's one player that landed over here. Already 24 people alive. We barely did anything. Well, once again, we're in it to win it. Don't need a million kills. If it just so happens we run into someone every time we rotate to another building, then we run into someone, we kill them, we get our kills that way. Sometimes you'll end up with 12 kills, sometimes you'll end up with 3, sometimes you'll end up with 9. It just really all depends on how it goes with the bus. The bus is going on this spot immediately, and this is where you're dropping. You're gonna drop above the landing zone. Just do it anyways. Don't try to go across the map and do the same thing across the map. Just land there. Get the feel of how people rotate from building to building, and just get used to one side of the map. Then once you get comfortable, you get really good at it, pick another landing zone, and proceed. I'll be coming out with more videos to show you different rotations in different spots. So, like, subscribe, and keep watching. Get this ammo. Once again, we're still stuck with no blue, purple. We got all basic guns here. It's about as basic as it gets. That does not mean we change our gameplay up at all. We still do the same things we would do as if we were fully looted. Build up this mountain. High ground. Having high ground advantage is very important. Okay. We don't see anybody. We're gonna drop down now. We still need better guns. So we're not gonna sit there, farm trees, and just camp in one spot. We're gonna keep rotating. We need to get as much information on the map as possible so we know where people are coming from. I know, as a new player, you're like scared. Anyone can come from anywhere. Try to keep your nerves under control. When you get in certain situations, act like you've already been in this situation, and just keep working through it. This house does not look looted. Check it out. We don't need to build the stairs up in the house. Just don't do that. Just go into the house, do your rotation up, look for traps. We're not going to put the stairs up right there and do our little fancy trick because you can't see if someone's coming in. At this spot, you can see. I'm going to drop my bandages, take the grenades. I have this shield pot. If it so happens to be I get into a fight, I plan on killing my opponent and taking his healing. So that's why we keep the shield. Just put up a little bit of building for protection. We didn't grab the bandages, so we're not going to take the med kit. And that's fully looted. Now at this point, we're going to take a look at the map. Okay, we're in the middle of the zone. This is not where we want to be. We don't have that much building, so if we get into a firefight, we're more likely going to use all of our building materials. So we need to keep rotating, or figure out a plan. Right now there's 2 drops. Go for the left one. We just came from that way, so there's probably not going to be that many players. So it looks like we're going to go this way. You may have to build on top of the mountain. It may go up there, because it's hard to see from the angle. I think it's just going to be on the other side of the mountain. Yeah. And again, if you're new, go to drops. Go to airdrops, get your experience in, you know, approaching them, looting them, building next to them, you know, building your awareness. This is really, really good. Don't be too shy to go do that. Put up a little bit of building here. Nice little sniper in there. We got our shield. Looking good. We're gonna build up. That's a good. There's no reason to not stay here. We are next to a huge mountain, which sucks. But someone's sniping. I don't know where he's at. Might be in that bush. Oh, yep, he's in the bush. And okay, just one guy. We can go take his loot now. Alright, we went from having all gray weapons to a gold sniper. Looks like a blue shotgun and a green AR. So awesome. Okay. Build up here. Try to blow up his building. He popped his shield. Okay, we're gonna try to get the high ground advantage, and we fucked up, so we need to keep build up again. We fell down. Made up over there. Some sniping. Get back to full shield. Now we do have a sniper, so I don't need double AR anymore. I'm gonna end up dropping this. Take that. Stupid gun wanted to get out of there. Okay, keep moving. We want to stay on the outside of the edge of the zone. Just remember, the first zone, the first circle, you're going to take 1 damage from the shield. Second circle coming in, you're going to take 1 damage. until this blue line hits the white line. Then you start taking 2. On the 3rd circle, you take 5 damage. So you do not want to be in the storm on the 3rd circle. And the 2nd circle is slow. You can always outrun it. Or no, the 3rd circle is always slow. The 2nd circle is just as fast as the 1st circle. We could take that drop, but it's really, really risky. At this point in the game, you got 6 people alive. The circle's small. More likely, there's going to be someone on that mountain coming down off it, or rotating around there. So we're not going to go for the balloon. We're going to stay on the outside. We're going to double check our flank, and make sure we're good. Now, if I was just not recording, I was just playing to do whatever, I'd more likely build up to the balloon, loot it, and go on top of the mountain. But we're going to play safe. There's no reason to go crazy and try to kill everyone. There's only 5 more people alive, so the max kills we can get is 8. And we're gonna check the finish, make sure no one's in it. Looks like it's clear. Let's take a double shot. Definitely no one in it. Circle small. You don't have to worry about people knowing where you're at, because they're already gonna know where you're at. As soon as you get over a hill and build, or a bush is very exposed, you don't want to hide in any bushes. Just keep playing it. Okay, we're gonna stay on the outside of the circle. This looks like a good spot to build. Looking clear. Okay, we're gonna build up. Still 4 other people alive. More than likely they're all over there because we've been all around this side of the map, so. The guy in the beginning did sneak by us, so could be someone over here. Nope. We don't need to rush this guy. Not yet. Not until we know he's fully engaged in someone. This guy's lucky. He jumped. There's another guy sniping over there, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one guy not accountable for. I don't think there's anyone in that bush. That guy's not shooting us because that tree's in the way. I could go for the balloon, but I already have full shield. I already have a blue AR. We got a little bit of rockets. There's no need to push it. I'm trying to build higher so I can see over this tree to snipe this guy. Okay. Now I have vision of him. Slightly low. The zone's moving in. As you see, there's 40 seconds until that blue hits the white. So that's a long time right now to have to wait to see where the circle's going to end up. More likely it's not going to make a difference. We don't have a launch pad. More than likely we're going to have to run into someone's base. So anywhere in the circle is fine. You can walk the circle in and be fine, as long as you have building materials. Okay, that guy's fighting that guy over there. He just killed him. Alright, see if we can snipe him. We see he has a scar. That little peek. Okay, now he's fully engaged in that guy. Now's the time to go push him. We're gonna stay out of his range of sight. Just hug the blue. It's hard to hear building in this game, so you more likely will be able to sneak up on this guy without him knowing. Missed, but then I made up for it with a headshot. Got some great loot off this guy. We're gonna heal, but before we do that, we're gonna get vision of this guy. That way we don't get built up on. And then we're gonna go back down and take that shield just in case. More than likely, we're not gonna have time to use this shield, but we're gonna grab it anyways. You never know. Okay. Put some pressure on him. Keep spamming rockets. We have a lot. To change your stairs around to build down, you hit R, like you're gonna reload your stairs, and they will change. Okay, I'll build up. Doesn't need to be the most stable, because if he takes time to shoot my stairs, that gives me time to shoot him. Back to rockets real quick. He's trying to snipe us. No rocket should do. There we go. That's how we do it. 5 kills. We got the W. About a 22-minute game. GG's, guys.